In 2018, we embarked on the journey of a lifetime, living and traveling full-time in our self-converted van.
We're gonna go for it.
Join us as we continue to explore the beauty around us, one adventure at a time.
When you think of New York, do you think of Times Square or Niagara Falls? Having been born and raised on the West Coast, that's what I think of New York. But this is the second time we've been through New York, and let me tell you, upstate New York has some hidden gems, and we're going to explore one of those today.
Today we are in the state of New York, 8.5 miles out of Watkins Glen. And this is Sugar Hill Recreational Area. It is free camping with all kinds of extra amenities. We always do a segment at the end of our videos where we tell you everything you need to know if you want to come here and visit this for yourself. So if you're interested, stay tuned for that. But this is a great hub for free camping and visiting the surrounding area. And there are so many things to see. We're going to have to really pick and choose what we have time for. And I want to give a huge shout out to our patrons, Larry and Donna, for letting us know about this location. We've been through this area before and had no idea this was available. So thank you very much. But just in this area, we're talking trails, beaches on the Finger Lakes, wineries, a state park that has incredible waterfalls, and waterfalls all around the whole surrounding area. So lots to do and explore. I can't wait to get started. But meanwhile, we're gonna enjoy this nice little free campground.
This is Sugar Hill Fire Tower. It was built in 1941 and staffed clear up until 1979. In 1991, it was added to the National Historic Lookout Register and is one of the few fire towers in New York that is still accessible to the public. Coming in at 75 feet tall, this fire tower will give you views up to 15 miles in all directions. It's super easy to get to, but it may not give you the most epic fire tower views that you're used to.
There's a lot of really nice camp spots here, and we pretty much have our pick right now. But this was the one we were at, number 15, and we just got a notice on Carrie's cell phone that there is a chance of a severe weather storm coming in shortly. And we're underneath this big tree right here, and we do not want to be anywhere around a tree. There's even a small chance of tornadoes, but it's the heavy winds and strong rain that probably got us moving the most. And what we did was we went to the very middle of the field here no trees around us, so we'll be able to sleep better at night, not listening to the branches move and have to do a midnight run. And we can always come back tomorrow. And you'll see that there's another van behind us. They were tucked in the trees as well. They decided to do the same thing. It may pay out to be nothing, but better safe than sorry, or happen to do a last second move. So the storm came through last night. We did get some hard rain and then a little bit more this morning. But then the winds weren't bad. So overall, just a normal type rainstorm moving through in August. But if you look at the campground, there is not one single camper here other than us, which is crazy for this month. I'll take it though. So an entire campground to ourselves, which means Rudel can play ball because there's no trouble he can get into.
Can you believe this weather?
Yeah, and it's a nice comfortable 70 degrees out.
I was thinking I almost need a jacket.
Almost need a jacket.
This is August.
Yeah, I'd rather have that than be too hot for sure.
I'm having a hard time thinking about leaving this campground because it's been so hot across the country.
I know, we're in no hurry to move on, but there's a lot of things to see here. So I think tomorrow morning we're gonna jump in the van bright and early and go see some of the nearby sites.
Yeah. Ready?
He's got a traveling van and a master plan. He'll show you it all if you throw him his ball. He's brutal. He's Rudolph.
Whoa. We are in the city of Watkins Glen. Dave is dropping me off. I'm going to be hiking Watkins Glen State Park. This is the #2 rated state park in the state. And you have to hit this trail early, especially in the summertime. So I'm gonna hike up. Dave's gonna loop around and go up to the upper lot, which works out perfectly for me. Bye. Because I won't have to hike back. And then one of the reasons why we're doing this is dogs are not allowed on this trail. Formerly known as the Glen, this gorge was opened to tourists on July 4th of 1863. It was a private resort and upwards of 10,000 tickets were sold yearly. New York State purchased the property in 1906 and opened the park to visitors for free. And today it still remains free to enter, but there is a parking fee. This is our first look. We're about to enter the tunnel and start hiking up the gorge. This is Century Bridge. Look how beautiful that is. I have been wanting to visit Watkins Glen for years. Ever since the first time I saw a picture of it online. I knew I had to come here. We are about to enter the tunnel and start hiking up the falls. All right, I haven't even seen the gorge yet, and this is amazing. Once you enter the tunnel, the hustle and bustle of the busy city begins to fade. Up the stairs and to the Century Bridge, where you take one last look at the world behind you. It's almost as if this bridge is a portal into a secret world where all your cares, your worries, and your stresses get left behind. Because as you press on, you are immediately mesmerized by the beauty that is all around you, every direction you look. The best way to experience this gorge is to hike from the bottom to the top. You will come face to face with so many breathtakingly gorgeous views, and you will also get a good workout as you ascend 800 perfectly placed stone steps. Most people will do this round-trip hike in 2 hours, but for me, it's already been 2 hours, and I haven't even hit the 1 mile mark. I have thoroughly enjoyed just exploring every little nook and cranny, but it does appear that the crowds have caught up to me. this is the 1 mile point. At this point, you either turn around and walk back down, or I'm gonna walk a half mile up and take another 180 stairs up to the upper entrance. What an amazing state park. Maybe I should talk Dave into staying until fall, so I can come back and do it again when the trees are in their colors. That would be also amazing. Okay, this is right up there with one of my all-time favorite state parks, Watkins Glen. Oh. You get a chance, you want to come.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Jennifer. This is Marina.
If you make it all the way to the top and you don't want to walk back down, here's the shuttle stop. And there's my shuttle right there. I survived the 180 stairs. Okay, so let's start with our favorite thing.
Mine is all the trails that are right around this campsite. It's like a spider web. Every direction that you go, there's going to be a trail there to explore.
That is very true. We love a campground where there are trails to hike directly from that campground. What about all the mushrooms you found?
Mushrooms everywhere, and I don't know if that's normal or just because of all the rain that we're getting right now,
Yeah.
but it's just been great.
And I will say at night is a fabulous night sky, not much light pollution. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to time lapse that because the weather has been very unstable while we're here. Okay, so let's start with the campground. Okay, let's first start with this campground is open from May 3rd. I have a cheat sheet because there's so much to tell you. May 3rd to October 3rd. It is run by the New York Department of Environmental Conservation. There are 26 sites here. They allow you to stay for 14 days and they want you to register, self-register when you get here.
Yeah.
So you start with rig size.
Rig size. So there's any size rig can fit in here. There's plenty of room. No matter what you have, it will fit up here.
Yes. Now the campground is kind of laid out a little complicated. So around the edge of the campground, it seems to be the tenting sites. So in the middle, next to the horse stalls, that's where you kind of want to leave open for all the horse trailers.
Yeah, unless
to
you
come
have
in.
horses. That's definitely set up for them. It has the stables, it has water accessible.
Yeah. And amenities?
There's lots of amenities here. So there is water hookups. You can't hook up overnight, but you kind of share them between every 3 or 4 campsites.
Yes.
But you can fill up your tanks when you get here, no problem.
Fire pits?
There's fire pits. There's garbages everywhere. Plus there's an open top and there
An open top?
or
What's an open?
dumpster.
Oh, dumpster.
Yeah.
A rubbish bin.
A rubbish bin. Plus there is bathrooms with one bathroom with flush toilets.
Flushing toilets,
Yeah.
yes.
So the only thing there is not here, if you bring your rig up here, there's no electrical that you can hook up to and there's no dump station.
That's correct.
That's pretty much it that they don't have.
If this campground is full, just down the road there are a couple of sites where you're also allowed to camp, but down there they only allow you to stay 3 days unless you get permission from the ranger. Yep. Okay, let's go on to activities.
Okay, well first there is, we are getting Verizon and T-Mobile. So some areas it's less than others, but if you might have to walk a little bit, but you can definitely get connection.
If you're not afraid of heights, you get really good Verizon at the top of the tower.
I bet.
Okay, activities.
Okay, activities, lots of activities. So if you're into horseback riding, of course, or hiking, or mountain biking, looking for waterfalls, going to state parks, going swimming, going to wineries.
There are a lot of lakes in the area. We have seen people here camping with boats. NASCAR is only 4 miles from us as the crow flies. The only thing that's not allowed in this campground is ATVs. But other than that, bring your toys because probably somewhere you're going to be able to use them.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only 8.5 miles away from Watkins Glen, where you can get all the supplies that you need.
Absolutely. Now, Watkins Glen has one of the best state parks in the entire state. It's the #2 state park in the entire state. Can you guess what the #1 is? I think you'll be surprised because I think everybody's going to say Niagara Falls.
Yeah, that's what I would guess.
But it's not. So we have a few tips about Watkins Glen. Don't go in August, the middle of summer, unless you're gonna go at 7 o'clock in the morning or very late in the day because it gets incredibly busy.
Yeah, Watkins Glen State Park, that is.
We arrived at 8 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, every parking spot was filled.
Yeah.
So it is definitely a must-see. We would suggest that you come on Monday or Thursday if you don't like the crowds, and then just, it's incredible.
Yeah, and if you don't want to do the whole 3-mile hike, you can park at either the upper or the lower parking lot, walk 1.5 miles, and then take the shuttle back to your rig.
Yeah.
So you can go that either direction that you want. It's $6 for the ride.
Which is worth it. Okay, before we leave, we want to talk about pets. So dogs are allowed here, obviously horses, so that combination can be troublesome. Keep your pet on a leash at all times, unless of course if nobody is in this campground.
We had that happen for like 2 days. Nobody was here, so Rudel had free reign.
Yeah. Do come with your rabies certificate because if your dog gets in an altercation, they are going to ask you for that rabies certificate. It is posted on the rules board that you need to have that with you.
Yep.
We travel with that anyway because, well, we have everything in our home.
Yep.
Anything we're missing?
No, I think we pretty much covered it.
Okay, so we stopped here on the suggestion of a patron. We had no idea what to expect, and we did not expect this campground.
Yeah, we were only gonna stay a couple days, but then it was so nice and there's so much to do in this area. We stayed for over a week.
Yeah. And the temperatures have been beautiful. The flies have not been bad. I don't know if we just hit it at the right time, but we have had the best time here, which was totally unexpected. New York was not on our radar.
Nope. We appreciate you watching, and we hope you will subscribe. If you have subscribed already, that will help us out.
That was hard to get out.
And see you next video. If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron. Thank you for watching.